My name is Carmen Lazar. I migrated to Australia with my late parents and my siblings in the year 1971 from Iran, Tehran. Um, when we arrived in Australia, we had obviously there weren't many Assyrians at that time. Life was wonderful. Both mom and dad worked very hard in order for us to achieve our goals. And God rest their souls, we did. We did. I have held so many different positions, as you can imagine, the years. But my latest position, which I, I had so much passion, and I still have so much passion for it, is the job that I'm doing now at the Assyrian Resource Center, Assyrian Australian Association, as a program manager and consortium lead. Um, I have been in this position for nearly 15 years now. Praise to God. So when I remember during the ISIS invasion, I was invited to a round table in the capital state of Australia, Canberra, to discuss of how we can help and migrate the refugees that are seeking refuge in Lebanon, Jordan, and Turkey. I was overwhelmed with joy the fact that an Assyrian was invited to from grassroots levels to hear what the issue was. So I did make some recommendations, and praise to God, my recommendation was approved by the government at that time. So I remember we collected about 12,000 files in Australia, and over 7,000 Assyrian Chaldeans were approved to come to Sydney in Fairfield, and the rest went to Melbourne. Seeing those wonderful, beautiful faces, especially the children that were born in neighboring countries, it was very sad. It was very tormenting to see them and to feel and to see those eyes and not knowing what's going on, why are they here. Their parents, young parents, seeing and when arriving in Australia, had no idea what to expect. But thank God to the Australian government that funds organizations such as the Assyrian Australian Associations and other organizations, NGO organizations, to help them to settle in Australia. So with the help of the government and the help of the Assyrian Australian Association, we were able to settle these vulnerable people in our beautiful land in Sydney, also, and in Melbourne as well. Many, and when I say many, I have been the eyewitness of seeing these beautiful families wanting to have a wonderful future in this country because they couldn't have it in their own home country. They couldn't do anything that they wanted to do in here. So we gave them a rest assured, we gave them peace of mind that this wonderful country will help them to get to the goals that they always wanted to reach out. Many have their businesses now, their own businesses now. Their children are now studying in universities, in colleges. I remember asking a parent saying, wow, this is amazing. You've only been in Australia 4 years, 5 years, and your daughter and your son are lawyers and they're studying to become medical practitioners. They said, because we were hungry for education. We were hungry to get where we wanted, and we couldn't. And that's why you see us the way we are. We are thankful for what you're doing for us, what your government is doing for us. So, yeah, and many of them now are working, besides getting professional positions, but also they work in government agencies, in NGO agencies, and also they're starting to become human rights lawyers because of the consequences, what they went through, what their parents went through. Now they want to be able to lend a hand. And many of them also came, and like many young mothers, came to our center, the Assyrian Resource Center, and wanted to learn computers, how to operate a computer, wanted to become interpreters, wanted to learn their citizenship to become Australian citizens. Um, I remember within 2 years of time, 4,500 of those migrants became Australian citizens through our centre, through us educating them to reach their goal and to be able to call themselves Australian citizens. Very proud people, very achievable. Having said that, there are others, mainly the elderly, unfortunately, who were tortured. And the reason why they were tortured, tormented, because all their life savings um, was gone, and coming to a new country, they just didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to leave their home. They were devastated. Nothing, they were not happy with the situation, not even happy with the Australian. And it wasn't because of Australia. It wasn't because of what happened. It was about the situation that unfortunately they were in. But, slowly, slowly they started, joining in. We now have our senior groups, which we run on voluntary basis. We gather the senior groups, we take them social outing. We have um, the government of the day comes in and shares information sessions about the government, what's in it there for them, in relations to health, to policing, to Department of Immigration, any questions that they need, it is at their footstep. And that really makes them comfortable and peace of mind. Uh, I'm very happy. The fact, and praise to God, that I was chosen to be there and to help and to lend a hand. Um, it's a blessing. And after that, again, I was blessed to go to Geneva for NGO consultation to talk about our humans that have been struggled and stranded in these countries. Again, my 3 consecutive time attended Geneva worked really well. Had a very good relationship up until now with United Nations, UNHCR, both in Lebanon, Jordan, and Turkey. And if there are any issues arise in Lebanon, Jordan, and Turkey, I just get in contact with the UN in those neighboring countries, and we solve the matter together. It's a blessing, and praise to God. Thank you.